First at 9.
Hello and welcome to Primetime News, live from the News First Centre in Colombo. I'm Madhushka Balasuriya.
And I'm Nicola D'Souza. As usual, let's start off with a look at tonight's headlines.
Headlines on News First at 9.
The Commonwealth Rally in view of the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting commences from Point Pedro. The rally is expected to reach Golfes Green on the 2nd of next month. The Ceylon Petroleum Corporation requests for a replacement stock for the stock of substandard fuel supplied by Chinese corporation. Representatives of several UNP-affiliated trade unions call on the party leadership to step down. A News First hoarding in Karawata damaged by a certain group.
News First at 9.
Sri Lanka's first hotel e-directory by SLT Rainbow Pages.
The Commonwealth Rally, organised by MTV and NBC Networks with the support of Sri Lanka Youth and the Ministry of Mass Media and Information in view of the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting, commenced in Point Pedro, Jaffna today.
Yes, that's right. The vehicular procession will travel across the country up to Odondra Head and will then arrive at Golfes Green in Colombo on the 2nd of November.
The inauguration of the Commonwealth Rally was held in the vicinity of the Point Pedro Lighthouse this morning under the auspices of the Governor of the Northern Province, Major General G.A. Chandrasiri, the Secretary of the Ministry of Mass Media and Information, Dr. Charitha Herath, the Controlling Director of Sri Lanka Youth, Manorat Chamal Pereira, and Group Director of the Capital Maharaja Organisation Limited, Nidra Veerasinghe, were also present at the occasion. Security Forces personnel, including Colonel Tikiri Dissanayake of the 521st Platoon, the Deputy Inspector General of Police in Jaffna, Indu Karna Ratna, and numerous school children also participated at the inauguration. The festivities commenced with the hoisting of the national flag by the Governor of the Northern Province, Major General G.A. Chandrasiri, and the flight of Sri Lanka Air Force Bell 212 helicopter also flying the national flag. The event was made colourful by cultural performances by the Northern Province branch of Sri Lanka Youth and students of Ramanathan College, Jaffna.
The sole intention of this rally and procession from Point Pedro to Odondra Head and then to Golfes Green is to show to this country made up of various religions and communities our unity and to show to the world a united Sri Lanka. The hope of our media network is to make this an opportunity to show the world our unity. MTV and NBC networks have given major strength through this to the Ministry of Mass Media and Information, our team including Minister K.L. Rambukwella, and to the effort to bring the state and private sector media onto the same page. I would like to take this opportunity to humbly profess my gratitude to the chairman and the directors, Madam Nidra Veerasinghe, and everyone else at the MTV and NBC networks for taking this program to hand and implementing it. If the state and private sector mechanisms in the field of media work together, then we can give immense strength to the people of this country. When the Commonwealth Youth Forum is to be held in Sri Lanka, we are happy as Sri Lanka Youth to have the opportunity to give leadership to this cause and unite the youth and connect the north and south of the country together with MTV and NBC networks.
Having been given the mandate by the ministry to create an inclusive program for all Sri Lankans, with the Chogam 2013, about 2 months ago, we launched the Unity song very successfully. We as the national broadcaster in Sri Lanka took the leadership driving this as we strongly believe in the empowerment of young people. It is after all not possible for a civilization to flow backwards if there is youth in the world. The youth of a nation are the trustees of advancement and progression. There has never been a better time to invest in youth empowerment and inspire them towards leadership in our communities.
I think that through this grand national program, the youth and children of this country will receive a large amount of knowledge regarding the Commonwealth of Nations and the relationships between our nations. I think that all Commonwealth leaders coming to our land too will be able to learn of the unity between these flags.
The vehicular procession of the Commonwealth Rally will travel across the country with the flags of the 54 members of the Commonwealth of Nations, and the flag of each of these nations will be hoisted along the way in 54 towns across the island in alphabetical order. Accordingly, the first flag, that of Antigua and Barbuda, was hoisted today. The flag was handed over to officials of Sri Lanka Youth by Group Director of the Capital Maharaja Organisation, Nidra Virasinghe, and was then hoisted on the main float by the Secretary to the Ministry of Mass Media and Information. Following a short briefing regarding the nation, the national anthem of Antigua and Barbuda was also played at the event.
Currency East Caribbean.
Subsequently, the procession embarked on the journey to the Dorayapa Stadium in Jaffna via Nellyade. The Australian national flag was hoisted at this occasion under the auspices of the Additional District Secretary of Jaffna, Rubini Varnalingam, and the Divisional Secretary of Jaffna, T. Sugunarathi Devi. Superintendent of Police in Jaffna, Damayanti Vijayasri, was also present at the occasion. The Commonwealth Rally travelled from the Dorayapa Stadium in Jaffna via Travakacheri, Kodikamam, Pale, Elephant Pass and Paranthan and arrived in Kilinochchi this evening. The vehicular procession will travel from Kilinochchi to Vavuniya tomorrow.
UMP parliamentarian Sajid Premadasa has rejected a report that was carried in one of the main English language dailies today. The content of this report was that Ranil Wickramasinghe, Karu Jayasuriya and Sajid Premadasa were to engage in discussions in the near future facilitated by Venerable Madulu Awe Sobhita Thera.
One of the media institutions today has reported of a potential meeting at one of the Colombo temples. I would like to take this opportunity to assert the fact that I am not aware of any such meeting, nor have I been informed by anybody to participate at such a meeting. So I would like to clarify the fact that this particular news report is without foundation nor basis. It is a report that is based on untruthful facts.
Leaders of UNP-affiliated trade unions have informed UNP leader Ranil Wickramasinghe to step down from the leadership and appoint a populist leader for the United National Party.
That's right. Speaking at a media briefing convened in Colombo today, leaders of UNP-affiliated trade unions made the following statements.
A written request in this regard has been submitted to UNP leader Ranil Wickramasinghe by the Executive Committee of the National Railway Service Trade Union. Copies of this letter were also issued to the media today. The United National Party has been subject to a severe collapse. Why have we convened this media briefing today? The party is asking for new proposals. There is nothing to propose. When Patachara's son died and he took the body to Lord Buddha asked him to bring a mango seed from a home where there is no death. Today in this country, if someone from a household says that Ranil Wickramasinghe should not step down from the leadership, then we ask that person to come forward. Today, everyone says that Ranil Wickramasinghe should step down. We have waited patiently long enough. I recently saw a young MP saying that the people in the north have a spine and that the people in the northwest and central provinces do not have a spine. We wish to give them a message that they please show that the working committee has a spine and ensure a major victory at the next provincial council elections and ensure victory at the workplaces tomorrow for UNP supporters and union members.
UNP කාර්යයට වෘත්තීය සමිති කාර්යයට උදා කර දෙන්න කියන පණිවිඩය දෙමින් නවතිනවා.
දැන් එතුමා මේ අවස්ථාවේ තමන්ගේ කාලය හරි ඉවත් වෙලා යන්න. මෙතුමා මෙතන රඳවාගෙන
He should realize that his time is up and step down. There are certain persons who live in air-conditioned rooms and have been rejected by the people's vote. Persons who have crept into the working committee. Persons who are holding a torch for elitists and do not listen to the voice of the common people. It is these people who are attempting to retain this leadership.
චන්දෝලින් ප්‍රතික්ෂේප කරපු පිරිසක් උත්යාධිකාරී සභාව තුලට රිංගගෙන මේ අය තමයි මේ නායකත්වය රැකගන්න කටයුතු කරන්නේ.
දැන් නායකයා හැමතිස්සෙම පෙරදුනාම ඒ නායකයා
When the leader is subject to continuous defeat, he himself should realize that there is no response for him from the political landscape. Therefore, if there is another strong individual, then entrust it to him and step down.
ඒ නායකත්වයට අලුත් නව නායකත්වයකට දීලා අයින් වෙන්න.
Meanwhile, a group of UNP activists commenced a campaign to collect signatures for a public petition in Kandy today, calling on the UNP leadership, including the working committee, to resign. It is also notable that the campaign to collect signatures for this petition, calling on Ranil Wickremesinghe to step down from the leadership, commenced in Kundasale, the electorate for which UNP General Secretary Tissa Attanayake is the organizer. Over 20 years, this leader has completely destroyed the United National Party and the voter base of the United National Party. Today, look at this electorate which comes under the UNP General Secretary. He cannot even organize his own electorate. Malik Samara Wickrema is from Kandy. Shantini Kohan Gahage, the chairperson of the Lakwanita organization, couldn't even secure her seat in the council. We ask whether we are to continue forward with a group like this. We are speaking with much pain. As supporters, we cannot go from house to house to canvass votes because they remind us that our leader is no good. It is very clear to us that because of Ranil Wickremesinghe's weak leadership and lack of vision, today the United National Party in Sri Lanka is dissolving and has fallen into major decline.
Let's take a quick look at the newspaper cartoon of the day. A group of persons have vandalized News First hoardings in Kadawatha.
News First erected its latest hoardings in several areas in the island. A group of persons have vandalized one such News First hoarding erected in the Kadawatha area. The hoarding was erected about 300 meters away from the Kadawatha police station. Sri Lanka actually first match won the game 102 runs to 18. President Rajapaksa today paid his last respects to the remains of late Venerable Dr. Alutwawa Sorathethera.
President Mahinda Rajapaksa arrived at the historic Kirivehera Rajamahaviharya to pay his last respects to the remains of Venerable Dr. Alutwawa Sorathethera. A large gathering, including ministers and parliamentarians, also arrived to pay their last respects. The cortege carrying the remains of the late Venerable Dr. Alutwawa Sorathethera arrived at the Khatragama public grounds at 2 o'clock this afternoon for the cremation. The head of state, ministers, MPs and representatives from opposition parties were present at the occasion.